Hello, everybody. What's doing today? Stuff here. Um, yeah, welcome to the Marvel mostly Venomized pop unboxing. So I have a couple pops for you guys today. You saw on the starting soon screen. There's the Poison Captain America, the Venomized Ironheart, and the Venomized Kingpin. But I also have one more today that necessarily wasn't expecting, um, but it came in the mail, so I'm going to review it anyway. Kind of a Marvel exclusive thing going on here, but we've also have the Scarlet Witch, Wanda Maximoff from Avengers Endgame to review as well. So we'll do that too. But yeah, so this is mostly a Venomized thing. I've always really liked the Venomized pops. I've started collecting Venomized pops since they first came out. One of the first comic book series that I started reading and buying was Venomverse, which is actually I have a copy of it right here. This is Venomverse number 5, a variant edition. And as you can tell on the cover here is our poisoned Captain America. Um, so here's our poisoned Captain America pop. Here's the comic book cover that it's based on. So to me, this is really kind of a special thing. Finally being able to get a poisoned version of a character, right? So I don't know if you guys know, but the Venomized versions of characters, right, are the Venom symbiote came from outer space, bonded with Spider-Man, all that stuff, and it kind of became its own thing, right? But after that, it started spawning other symbiotes, all that good stuff. So it's kind of this big Venom-ish type of thing going on in Marvel, where all current characters have symbiotes. But there was a story called Venomverse where there were these poison characters. These little tiny creatures who would kind of lure you in, and if you had a symbiote attached to you, right, if you had a venom attached to you, it would poison you and it would corrupt you and would kind of make you part of this different hive mind. So we had poisoned versions of Venomized characters. So Marvel's put out Venomized characters, but then on the other side of this coin is our poisoned characters, right? So we have a Venomized Captain America. Now we have our poisoned Captain America. So I was someone said Green Reaper, they left Venomverse on a cliffhanger. Yes, they did. That was unfortunate. I really would have liked to see more of that. I really thought the designs that came out of that were fantastic, right? Just seeing so many cool Venomized characters. But then on top of that, the poison characters, it's perfect. So let's go ahead and crack open this first one. So this is our pop in a box exclusive poisoned Captain America. Um, Interestingly, on the back, as you can see, it actually just has one of the more recent waves of Venomized characters. So I think I had to guess this was probably made, a long time ago. Like Funko made this a long time ago when this was the most recent wave of Venomized pops. They gave it the pop in a box, but pop in a box didn't actually make it available for sale until they had it in hand. So people got it right away. Which is kind of an interesting thing with timing, right? Because usually Funko announces things like 6 months ahead of release, but this time it was announced, it was released, and then it was sent, which is awesome. So open it like you just don't care. Well, unfortunately, I do care a little bit. I don't display with boxes, but I do like to keep my boxes in good condition. So I'm going to open it like I care a little bit. But yeah, and then Green Reaper said the poison characters are fire. I hope they make more. Me too. I don't think my wife hopes they make more, but I certainly do. That's for sure. So without further ado, let's get this one open. Gently place our box on the floor, as we do. Am I ready for FunCon? Ice Bear 1221. Yes, I am ready for FunCon. I got access to the lottery, or I won the lottery, so I'll be being able to get the exclusive pops. Hopefully, my alert system. I don't know how Funko's going to handle this one, so I don't know how it's going to work. But hopefully, we can get some of those add to cart links going. We can get a kind of like a by at least a second wave, and definitely by the second day, we should be able to get people individual links for all the stuff that they want, specific links. But it's going to take after the first wave to get them. So, all right. So here is our Poison Captain America. Unfortunately, no stand for him to stand on. You guys know how I feel about stands. So here he is, really cool. I don't know if you guys can tell with the lighting, but he actually is kind of dirty in the back, which is cool. It's not just a pure white thing going on. It's he actually looks like he's been through some stuff. He's kind of dirty. He's poisoned, right? He's not pure. He's not clean. So let's go ahead and throw him up here. So as you guys can see, there he is rotating around on the stand. Let's actually zoom in a little bit and see if we can do that. Where's the zoom? There's zoom. There we go. So we're a little zoomed in here. You see him a little bit better. So here's our comparison, right? So there is poisoned Captain America at the end of one of the issues of Venomverse. The Venomized Captain America gets poisoned. here we can see a really good likeness, right? And this is actually 100% exactly what the character is based on. So you can see his right fist kind of held up in the air and his left arm holding the shield down low, his left foot forward and his right foot back. This is absolutely what Funko was going for when they made this character. So a really good likeness. It turned out really nicely. Um, Poison Doctor Doom and Thanos would be sick. Yeah, that is absolutely true. It really would be. Dirty Head Skull Man. Very nice, T Quick 101. It's good comment. Raw footage. Did you get any of the NFT cards? No, I did not get any NFT cards. I'm not personally into the NFT stuff, but I still think it's kind of neat. So we'll see how that goes. Poison Kang. I don't think they have a Poison Kang, interestingly. Sometimes I wish their heads are not wobble, lol, but I know why they made like that. Yes. So yeah, there's a licensing reason why Marvel characters are bobbleheads, but actually, personally, the first Funko Pop I ever got was a Marvel Pop. So to me, Funko Pops are supposed to be bobbleheads, which is kind of funny. Um, so yeah, this is the Venomized, or sorry, the Poison Captain America, a really good likeness for the comic book picture as well. And you can see the shield, right? Like it's got that venomish touch to it with the the stuff flying everywhere. But then it's not necessarily just strictly Venom colors, which is really cool about the Poison stuff. Was Venom is usually just black, right? But here we are with classic Captain America colors, just really looking like a villain, right? So these were great artistic choices by the comic book creators, but then obviously Funko did a really good job representing it as well. So huge fan of this. I'm really excited that actually when they first announced the Venomized line, I was like, man, I really hope they do Poison characters instead, or I hoped they did it instead. I was cool with Venomized, obviously I like Venomized, but now we finally have Poison, so I'm really happy about it. So let's go ahead and get him off here. We'll move on to our next one. So our next one, we're going to move ahead and switch over to the Venomized stuff. So, I mentioned I had the comic book, right? I have all of the, or most of the Venomized variants of the comic books, and I actually did a lot of displaying with like the pops and the comic books, right? Because I think it's actually a really cool thing, right? You get your source material, you get your comic book cover, you stand the pop up next to it, right? You guys know kind of how like that two-tiered effect with stuff, kind of getting that whole cohesive set there. But what's unfortunate is that this Venomized Ironheart, as cool as she is not adapted from a comic book Venomized variant cover. So she is from the Spider-Man Maximum Venom TV show, as you can see up here. So this is a version of a character from the TV show, kind of like we saw the Venomized Baby Groot. We saw the Venomized Doctor Strange, right? The Miles Morales. Those were all from the TV show. So while this one's from the TV show, and I don't normally get the TV show ones, I prefer the comic book ones. She looked really, really cool, so I did have to get her. Yeah, and here you can see on the back, we have our Venomized Captain Marvel, which again, I want a Venomized Captain Marvel, but I want one that matches her comic book cover, and this is one that came from the TV show, so I'm not a fan. The Miles Morales, Doctor Strange, I actually did get the Doctor Strange one because it was pretty close to the comic book one, so I was like, oh, that counts, it's close enough. And then our Groot. So we do have a Venomized Groot. This is more like the movie version of Groot, whereas the Venomized Groot is more like a comic book version of Groot, so I prefer the comic book version of Venomized Groot to the movie version. So anyway, we'll crack this one open. So this one is in a flying pose, right? So very similar to the, did you go for the exclusive Strange? I think I don't remember which Strange I have, actually. Whichever one my friend got for me. It could have been the box lunch one, not the Amazon one, but the box lunch one. I think is the one that I have. But yeah, so this Ironheart here, she is on a stand, right? So if you've seen the original Ironheart pop that they did, she was also flying. It was another pop in the box exclusive. I actually got the chase on that one. I was really lucky. But so this one's on a stand. I love the stands. It's great. And then we can see her kind of jet fuel coming out of her feet there, propelling herself, getting ready to fly around. So yeah, my pop dealer. There you go. Everyone's got a pop dealer, right? All right, cool. So if they're up here, so here is our Venomized Ironheart next to some source material. So I really like Ironheart, actually. Champions is one of the comic books that I read. I know it's probably supposed to be geared for a younger crowd, but I am a fan of it. So Ironheart, great character. I love Ironheart. But again, right, this is not her comic book look. This is her TV show look. However, this material up here, the source material, this is definitely made to look like the comic book, because what we actually got in the TV show was this. This looks absolutely nothing like the pop, nothing like her character in the comics. It's just very far off. If this was the Venomized Ironheart pop that we got, I guarantee you no one would buy it. but I guess that's just the animation style. So that's what we actually got from the actual TV show. So here's a really good time where Funko did not follow the actual source material. They instead followed the uh, concept art of Venomized Ironheart, right? And we're all the better for it. If they had followed the actual source material here, ugh, yeah. I like the suit not fully consumed on the back of the helmet. Yeah, so that was something that they did with this line from the Maximum Venom pops, right? Most of the characters aren't fully consumed by the Venom symbiote in these Maximum Venom pops. It's more so that they're partially consumed by them, which is an interesting style choice. And we actually do see that in some of the comic books. So, for example, in the Venomized Hulk comic book the comic book variant cover for Venomized Hulk, Venom is too big, or Venom's too small rather to fit over in the entire Hulk. So he's kind of spread out across the Hulk's body. But here, interestingly, Ironheart's kind of a smallish character, so of course Venom could cover her entire body, but it was a stylistic choice, I suppose, to leave her only partially covered. But yeah, so against the concept source material, it's a 1-for-1, right? She's got her knee in the air, spikes on the knee on one side, kind of the spiky claw in her left hand and her open hand on the right. Still has the heart glowing heart on the forehead. Really great looking pop, really great looking character. Obviously, I have nothing more to say than just highest praise for this one. I'm a huge fan. So this is definitely going uh, in a great spot on my collection. So yeah, so we'll take her down from here. Um, really, I don't know if you guys can tell, but the purple on this is just fantastic. I mean, look at that. It's really good. I'm a huge fan. All right, moving on to our next one here. We've got someone said you need a sub button. Well, we're working on it. So in order to get a sub button, apparently you have to be a Twitch partner or affiliate or something. I gotta stream enough. So hopefully, if you guys keep coming, I keep streaming, we'll get something going. But yeah, I appreciate your support. Thank you guys. So here is our last Venomized pop that we're going to take a look at. This is our Venomized Kingpin. This one's very heavy. The weight of this box is much heavier than the other ones. This was a Funko Shop exclusive. Um, the other ones we looked at so far, actually 3 of our 4 pops today are all pop in a box exclusives. But this is a Funko Shop exclusive. So you buy 10 of these. Wow, nice. That's insane. Yeah, so this one is a more classic Venomized character, right? It's just we got that pure black and white going, right? So kind of like I said, the poison ones have their classic colors to them. Some of the Venomized ones from the TV show have their classic colors to them, but the Venomized ones are just based on comic book characters. These are a more pure black and white sort of thing. So again, big fan. But interestingly, also with this one, we have this wave of Venomized characters in it. So again, who knows when they made this, but I guess that was kind of just the common wave they stuck on the back of these boxes. So let's get this opened up. We'll have some source material to compare it against. Let's see. Zoe says, please stream it off. I would love to. I got to have content for you guys, though, right? So actually, here's an interesting thing about this one that I wanted to show you all. Kingpin's got his ring here. I don't know if you can tell, but some of the paint has actually rubbed off, and unfortunately rubbed off onto the inside of the box on the plastic window. So that was a bit of a bummer. The paint job isn't perfect on this one. It would have been nice if Funko put some kind of a plastic protector around the hand here, because mine actually did come damaged, right? And not damaged in the sense of like, oh, the paint job was slightly off, right? Like actually the paint rubbed off and it doesn't look Steel Latch says mine did too. Yeah, that's unfortunate. What are you gonna do? I guess, right? But yeah, very heavy, great pop. So we'll put him up on the stand here, and we will compare him to his source material. So there you go. There is the Venomized Kingpin comic book cover. So we see Kingpin with his white tuxedo on, and he's got kind of the Venom symbiote going down his chest in the middle of the V of his suit. His hands are covered, and the wisps are coming off his hands, and his walking stick is totally black, and his face is totally black with the symbiote. So really great likeness. Obviously this is a little tough to get exactly right because the Kingpin is such a disproportional character, right? The Funko style for pops doesn't necessarily work with Kingpin, but they did a really good job still making it work. We can see in the source material here the Venom streams kind of are coming off everywhere. And they actually see that on the back of his head, right? So on the back of his head and the sides there, you can see the Venom goo coming flying out from the sides. You can see it flying out from his arms, flying out from his hands. So it does give us that same look that we're looking for. Okay, I'm off to read my comics now. I'll post what I bought. Nice. Sounds good. Enjoy your comics. T Quick 101 said, now we're going to see eBay listings with no paint on plastic screen. Rare. Yeah, you're not kidding. Honestly, like, I really wish that was the case with mine. But at any rate, though, this is truly a great pop. Now, you guys know I really like the stands on the Marvel Pops. A lot of these Venom Pops are actually very top heavy, right? Because they put a lot of that Venomized detail into their heads. They don't stand up super nicely. So I like that this one has a really solid base. He doesn't have any problems falling over. He'll end up probably being a support for either Rocket or Groot. They tend to be some of the more wobbly ones in my collection. So I'll probably pair him next to Rocket or Groot and help keep them up. But yeah, really nice that he's super solid. You see him coming around here. He's not falling over anytime soon. Whew, it's a little hot up here. Sorry. But yeah, so Venomized Kingpin, great pop. Now, of course, again, it's a Funko Shop exclusive. So it's unfortunate that, it costs $15 plus shipping, right? So it's kind of an expensive one. But if you're a Venomized collector, I wouldn't pass up on this, right? This is a good one to add to your collection. So, awesome. We'll pull him off here and throw up our last one. Let's see. There goes Kingpin. And last but not least, not Venom, not Venomized in the slightest, but Wanda Maximoff, the Scarlet Witch, pop in a box exclusive, glow in the dark. I didn't even know that this one glue in the dark until I got it. I was like, oh, her eyes feel kind of weird. I was like, oh, do those glow in the dark? And I was in the box, and yeah, it glows in the dark. Who would have thought? And it makes sense. As we'll see with the source material. Right. I collect, and I don't want him, but thank you for the out-of-box view. Haven't seen him. You're welcome. That's what we're here for, right? I mean, the idea is that we review this stuff, and it helps you make a more informed decision, right? Because it's sometimes hard to know if you want something until you actually see it in person. So this is that opportunity to do so. So let's go ahead and get the Scarlet Witch unboxed here. Now, I don't know if you guys know, but Scarlet Witch is definitely one of my favorite characters from the MCU. Obviously, Iron Man, huge love, right, for Iron Man. But second favorite character, have to be Vision, right? So Vision, and then you just kind of get the Scarlet Witch in with him, right? And they have WandaVision together. So Wanda's really kind of grown on me as a character. So both Vision and Wanda, having the two of them, love it. So having this really cool Scarlet Witch Funko Pop, fantastic. They've only done two Scarlet Witch Funko Pops before. One from Age of Ultron, and I want to say one from Civil War. I think so. So having finally another version of Wanda is just okay. All the pops from WandaVision, duh. Yeah, all the pops from Wanda. That doesn't count. Having one from the movies where she has a really cool action pose, really big fan, right? So finally getting an MCU movie version of Wanda, where she has a fantastic pose is just phenomenal. I'm super excited about it. So, do a quick look at her. She's got her chaos magic coming out the sides here, coming out underneath her. She's got her boots on. Her coat's flying up. She's got that cool action pose. You can see her necklace a little bit, some details there. But yeah, her eyes are definitely supposed to glow. Is it Mephisto? Yeah, it could be with the red eyes. No. Now she's sold out, so no way of canceling my order at email customer service. Oh, she's sold out already. Oh, interesting. Nice. Yeah, she was definitely not. She was up for a while, so I know this was not super hard to get as long as you were on the ball. But of course, I alerted on it, right? So you would see that at the at Funko Shop Alert Twitter account. You would see it in the Discord if you're on discord.regexer.tech. You would also see it in the Funko Small Shops. I think it's a Twitter account where Pop in a Box gets tweeted to specifically. Yeah, so there you go. There's our Scarlet Witch. So let's throw her up on the screen here, and we'll switch over. Here we go. So, and here's our source material. You are my cord master. Nice. Discord. Yeah, so here's our Scarlet Witch. This is actually a screenshot taken directly from Avengers Endgame. This is a scene where she's fighting Thanos. Her eyes are glowing red. She's got her hex magic going on in her hand. She lifts herself off the ground. And as you can tell, Funko just nailed it again with this one, right? So doing a really, really good job of making it iconic poses of characters from the iconic scenes, right? I mean, this is just truly incredible. Can we see the glow? You know what? We can try killing the lights here. I don't know. I'll hold her up next to a lamp and then I'll kill the lamp and we'll see how she does. Um, but yeah, so really killing it with the source material. The base looks fantastic. I mean, obviously the base is a little different, right? But I think it would be impossible to get that exact base from the movie. This is what they had to do just for the support and stability, and it really, really translates nicely into the pop here. It looks like she's pulling herself up from the ground and she's propelling herself up to go in and attack. Her feet are in a dynamic pose. Her costume is flying around. Um, and just a really well designed character in general too. I mean, the art for this character, the costuming is fantastic. So to see it portrayed in pop form, awesome, 10 out of 10. You can really see the fury in her eyes, right, glowing red. Let's go ahead. I'll try to charge her up here. I will hold her up next to my lamp for a little bit. Um, yeah, I was kind of bummed that so Avengers Endgame, right? Scarlet Witch very nearly takes out Thanos all on her own, which would have been perfect, right? But instead, we got Captain Marvel doing a big takeout of Thanos, right? She destroys his entire ship, all that. She one on one fights him for a bit, kind of takes a punch from him, whatever, right? I would have loved to see the Scarlet Witch have more in there because really, what did Captain Marvel? What was her beef with Thanos? There wasn't too much beef going on there, right? But Scarlet Witch, like she said, you took everything from me, right? She had huge reason to be upset with Thanos. Her whole world was taken away from her. So to see her get her revenge on Thanos would have been fantastic. I really wish that she played more of a part in weakening him in the movie. But I guess we get what we can get. Right. All right, let's see. Hopefully I charged her up enough. Kill the lights. Nope. Did not see that. Oh, you know what? The base is glowing a little bit. I don't know if you guys can see. No, you really can't. Um, yeah, I would say the base looks like it's glowing a little bit, but she's not. Her eyes aren't. Definitely looks like it was supposed to glow. So that's a little unfortunate. You need a UV light to get the good glow. All right, there you go. I do not have a UV light, unfortunately. Maybe I'll get one for next time. Um, but yeah, so if you do have this pop, or if you're planning on getting it somehow, make sure you have yourself a UV light if you want to see it glow. I personally am not. The glowing isn't super relevant to me. I keep all my pops together in the basement. Thanks for trying. You're welcome. I keep them all together. I don't really hang out there with the lights off, right? I never really go down there and see them with the lights off. So I don't see them glowing that much anyway. So it doesn't really make a difference to me if pops glow or not. To me, it's just kind of like a gimmick. I get it. It's cool. Or it's a cool gimmick. But it doesn't really make a difference for me in terms of if I like the pop or not. Really, it's more about the style, the pose, and this one really knocks it out of the park. Outrageous Gamer 7 said we'll get a good character arc with Wanda and Doctor Strange. That we will, right? Because all of Wanda's character arcs have just really been about loss, right? Losing her brother, losing her vision, right? Losing her kids. Been a lot of loss for Wanda. So it's nice to, loss of her agency when she gets arrested. Ultron killed him. Yes, thank you. Ultron killed him. Gets yeeted out of Westview. Yeah. Um, so hopefully we'll see Wanda where she's not burdened by loss, right? Hopefully we'll actually see some really cool character development for her in Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness. But yeah, so those are all the pops that I had to share with you guys today. Let me go ahead and we'll just get the Venomized ones up here together, because you guys know how I like to see Venomized and Poisoned. You know how I like to see stuff kind of in a cohesive way. Let me, where is it? Unzoom here a little bit, zoom out. There we go. Get our Poison Captain America and our Venomized Kingpin and our Venomized Ironheart. So these are all actually characters too that I'm pretty excited to see in the MCU. I don't know if you guys know, but there's some leaks that say we might see Kingpin reprising his role in some various media. So hopefully we'll get to see the same actor playing Kingpin again as we saw in the Daredevil TV show. That would be fantastic. And of course, we have an Ironheart TV show coming up, so we'll get to see some Ironheart live action as well. Very excited for that. Yeah, so it's really great to be able to see these guys coming into their own in the MCU. Of course, Poison, Captain America. you never know what happens here, right? I mean, if things end up working out nicely between Sony and Marvel, and we see some Venom kind of really taking off, and we see some more crossovers back to the MCU, maybe we see some kind of a Venomverse event, maybe we see some kind of poisoned, venomized characters movie going on. That would be awesome. I'd be all in for that. So you heard it here, folks. Heard it here first, folks. Buy your poisoned Captain America pops now before they go up in price when the poisoned Captain America movie comes out. Yeah, Sony caring about the fans. LOL. Yeah, you never know. Thank you so much for this out of box. So cool. You're very much welcome. Thank you for joining. I appreciate it. Yeah, Ironheart is very fire. That's for sure. I'm a big fan. And this character is just fantastic. But yeah, so again, right, this is actually not necessarily a super cohesive group, right? Even though they all kind of fall under the same umbrella of Venomized characters, right? They don't look cohesive because, this is more of a traditional Venomized pop. This is our Poison pop, and then this is our TV show Venomized. So they're all three from different phases of their different media, right? But they are still kind of under the same umbrella. So they're a little different, but they all still look great. Mike the Psych, thanks for the videos and all you do on Discord and Twitter. You're welcome. I'm glad you appreciate it. Babviv83, did you get any NFT packs? No, I did not. Right, so we'll talk about this now. We'll talk about NFTs for a bit. I don't necessarily collect NFTs or anything like that. I don't have anything against them, right? I know people like getting skins in video games, right? It's a similar thing. Bay Life 2021. Can't wait for tomorrow's auction. Yeah, guys, don't forget, tomorrow we're auctioning off all of the Blacklight Alice in Wonderland pops. So we're going to do a bundle of the Blacklight pops, then we're going to do individual pops. Then we're going to do a bundle of the sodas, and then we're going to do individual sodas with the individual Cheshire Cat Chase. We're going to be live auctioning them at same time, 8:30 p.m. Eastern time tomorrow on the Whatnot app. So make sure you download the Whatnot app. Check out my Twitter account. I have links there for people to get a $3 discount on their first purchase if you sign up. And then follow my profile on regexer on Whatnot. Make sure you sign up for alerts so that way you get alerted when the live stream starts, because we will be auctioning these things off and they're going to go quick. I'm not here to make money off them. I only got them just to show you guys to do the chase hunt, right? So as long as I make my money back, I'm happy. So I don't care what these things sell for. So hopefully you guys will be able to get a price on it. But yeah, so NFTs to the moon. Yeah, I don't know about NFTs to the moon. We'll see. It'll be interesting what Funko does with that for sure. I think it's really neat how they're doing the physical pop redemption, right? I mean, the only way to get it is from a blind pack. It's interesting, right? If they did actual physical cards instead of NFTs, I might be more into it. I am a card collector. I collect Pokemon cards, right? So I might collect Funko trading cards, right? But to have just digital versions and I can't put them in a binder, I can't display them, doesn't necessarily do as much for me. But I get it. It's different things for different people. Apparently, Wax messed up the drop. That's what I heard. I think you could buy more than $300 worth at a time. So people were kind of buying all these things up, and there's probably someone out there who's getting multiple physical pops. It's growing pains, I guess, right? I mean, hopefully you want everyone to get things right on the first time, but I don't know. I saw one of those NFT cards sell for a couple thousand. One of those Funko NFT cards? Jeez, that's nuts. I feel bad for anyone who's trying to collect all of those, because I don't know if you guys saw the odds, but it's like less than 1% that you get one of the Grail level cards, right? That's way too much. Steel Ash, they had a queue system, and when you got to the sale complete page, you could just hit back and buy again. Wow. Oh man. That's rough. That's terrible. That's not good. I obviously, if you guys could tell, I'm a software developer for my own work, right? I do these alerts for you guys, but then I also work as a software developer, my own job. So to see a company just kind of mess something up that hard, that's not great. That's not good. Yeah. Yeah, imagine that in the Funko store. That would be a riot. People get mad at Funko for every little thing they do. If Funko did that, that would be nuts. That would be all over the place. NFT equals scam. Yeah, I don't know if it's necessarily a scam because you are getting what you pay for, right? But I think some people just don't necessarily see the same value that other people see. I don't know. It is what it is. But anyway, yeah. So NFTs, are they the future of Funko? Who knows? Not me. I don't know. That's for sure. So it'll be interesting to see where they end up. Absolute chaos. Yes, indeed. All right, folks. Well, that is what I have for you here. There's our three Venom pops, two Venomized pops, and one Captain America poison. And then we'll also, for fun, we'll throw the Scarlet Witch in here too. There's her forehead. Have fun looking at that for a second. Slide her back on in there. There's our Scarlet Witch. So, why don't you guys do me a favor? Tell me what your favorite pop is of these four, because I would say it's a tough choice for me. It's definitely between Poison Captain America and the Scarlet Witch, right? So obviously the Scarlet Witch, yeah, there you go. T Quick 101, Wanda. Ooh, an Ironheart, very nice, going against the grain, nice. So for me, right, this Wanda pop is awesome. It was long overdue, right? This should have been out a long time ago. But for me personally, the Poison Captain America is something that I've wanted for a really long time. So the fact that they finally came out with it and it just looks as good as it did, it came out fantastic, right? So that's definitely my favorite, I think. The Dan Man 84 will be posting. What did that say? We'll be posting the add all to cart option for the public FunCon drop. I went over this a little bit earlier. I don't know how Funko's going to handle this, so it might happen, it might not for the first wave. But definitely by the time the second wave comes around, hopefully I'll be able to have something there. And if not for the second wave, definitely for the second day when they open things up to the public, there should be add to cart links for people. Poison Spider-Man on the way. I sincerely hope so. I have the comic book variant cover for him too. We'll see. Joking Mink, Ironheart, my colors, blue and purple. That's a good point. The colors are really nice on this one. Thank you for this. Always look forward to your show. I'm glad. Thanks for joining in. Appreciate it. But yeah, so it seems like, unfortunately, Kingpin is tonight's biggest loser. He did not get any votes. No one likes Venomized Kingpin. I guess just me. He's not my favorite either. That's for sure. He's got some stiff competition up here. These are some excellent pops. Yeah, Venomized Kingpin though, he had a good run. I don't think anyone said Poison Captain America actually, except for me. Is that Poison Captain America no one else's favorite? Just me? I guess it's kind of niche, right? A lot of people, Ralph, yeah, Ralph's your favorite. Nice. Wow, there's a chance you'll have an add all to cart option during the lottery tomorrow. There is a chance. Yes, I'm not sure what's going to happen. We'll have to see how Funko handles it, but there is a chance. But yeah, I guess I'm the only one who likes Poison Captain America. It is definitely niche. It's like I said, right? It's comic book. It's a kind of a one-off character. It's from an arc that wasn't super popular as far as I know. I was really into it. Poison Cap is a close second. Yeah, there you go. Very nice. Awesome. All right, folks. Well, as always, thank you all for joining me. Looking forward to doing some more streams. Don't forget, tomorrow we have the same time, 8:30 p.m. is when I stream. We have the Whatnot live sale. So make sure you download the Whatnot app, join via the links that I have out on Twitter. You get $3 off, and then come in, join the live auction for the Blacklight Alice in Wonderland pops. I also have like nearly a dozen other pops that I'll be selling too. They're going to be super cheap. So come in, get some random pops for yourself. They're going to be really cheap. Come in, grab them, build out your collection, all that good stuff. That's tomorrow, 8:30 p.m. Eastern time. And then on Thursday, we're doing another stream. We have a Bad Batch stream. So we have all 5 of the Bad Batch clones. We're going to be reviewing them. That's sponsored by Shop Pop Online. They sent me this for you to review for you guys. So we'll get to take a look at the Bad Batch pops. We'll see them out of box. We'll look at them as a group. We'll have a good time. We'll compare them to some source material. We'll talk about Star Wars. We talk a lot about Marvel on these streams, and we'll finally talk about Star Wars. It'll be a good time. So join me then, same time as this stream on Thursday. That will be on Twitch. So 8:30 p.m. Eastern time Thursday for the Bad Batch stream. All right, guys. Thanks so much for joining me. It was a lot of fun chatting with you guys. Hopefully you guys liked having the comments appear on the screen here. I don't know if that made a difference for you all or not, but definitely made it easier for me to read your comments. So I appreciate it. Thanks for the love, and see you all next time. See you guys tomorrow at the live auction on Whatnot. Have a good night, everyone. Bye.